Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Denise and I am the owner of The Untamed Thread, which is an online resale business. I sell clothing, shoes, and handbags for women and men. I sell on platforms like Shopify, eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So if you'd like to see anything that I have available in my stores, I will leave all the links below so you can check out any of those platforms. Currently in my Shopify store, I mark down, over 300 pieces, and those would be in the clearance rack, what is what it calls on the website. And I offer free shipping for orders $45 or more, or flat rate shipping of $5.99 for all other orders. So if you want to check out what is still available in the clearance section, there are some great deals in there. If you are new, welcome to my channel and thank you for finding me. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and supporting me. I have hit over 200 subscribers, so it's very exciting for me. I don't have a channel that goes viral or anything like that. So the fact that you're finding me, that you're subscribing and interacting, I love the comments and the feedback and everything else. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate it. And today's video is going to be kind of a two-part bins haul. I went to the bins twice in the last week. The first time I went, it wasn't that great, so I had some time to go back. So this might be a little bit of a long video, so grab your beverage of choice, your coffee, your death pile, whatever you would like. And if you want to see what I found to sell in my stores, stick around. All right, so like I said, this is going to be a bins haul. I'm going to show you everything I found at the Goodwill outlet, or what we call the bins. And if you don't know, the bins is pay per pound. And my bins charges $1.99 per pound, which they just increased their prices. If you get 50 pounds or more, you get a discount of $1.59 a pound. However, I have in my area a very generous cashier, and the last several times I've been there, she has just kind of given some automatic discounts. And so when I go through my cost of goods, you will realize that she's been very generous, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm afraid she's going to get in trouble at some point. But anyway, still, even if I had to pay $1.99 a pound, that's not too bad. But I have two hauls today. One, I went to the bins, and mainly because I wanted to fill some of my source to sell boxes. If you are familiar, who have been in my channel before, I do put boxes together for other resellers. Mostly because sometimes when I go to the bins, or if I go often, I don't have time to process everything. So I've been putting boxes together of 15 pieces per box and been charging $60 with free shipping, and all through my Shopify website. I'll probably have to raise those prices because my bins prices went up, unless I can continue to get a discount. So I had put those boxes together and they're already sold. So I don't have anything to share around those boxes, but part of going to the bins the first time was to put some boxes together. I got some things for myself, and I had to go back because it wasn't a great day the first time, but the second day was much better. So I'm just going to go through everything. We'll go ahead and get started, but I'm going to start with numbers first. So for the first haul, this first section that I show you, everything has already been listed. So everything's available on my platforms if you're interested in anything that you see here. And for this particular haul, I found 43 pieces, and my cost of goods was 98 cents per piece. I believe I got half off of this haul. So that's kind of where this one ended up. I paid $42.24 total. I don't remember what it was because it does not give me the pounds on here because she gave me the discount. So I'm pretty sure, I think this one was almost 70 some dollars. So I'm assuming I got like half off. Anyway, all right, so that's great. Okay, so getting started with that. All right, this first piece that I found, the brand is Lubin, and I believe it is a vintage brand. If you've seen that before, not cheap, and it resells pretty well. This is a size 4, and it's just like a textured pinstripe 3-button blazer with a pretty red lining. It is in excellent condition, but I thought this would be a great piece for career wear, or if you have kind of a formal event to wear this. Again, this brand, I believe I bought another blazer in this brand before. I looked it up the first time. I think it was a little bit newer style. I want to say it sold for like 40 or 45. But anyway, so I picked this up. It's in great shape. Next is a new to me brand. And all I did was look at the tag and realize this might be something. And if you've heard of this brand before, let me know. The brand is Lanston. Oh, so let me see if I actually have my nails painted because I had 2 graduations and a wedding this past weekend. So I'm tired. I can't hang like that anymore. Anyway, so that is the brand. If you've heard of that, let me know. And I believe this is a size small or a size 4. Hold on a minute. It's actually a jumpsuit. It's a size small. And it's like a mock neck, sleeveless jumpsuit. It zips in the back. It has a little elastic tie at the waist here, and then it has a jogger style pant on it. So it's got that defined ankle. And so again, these were selling for over $100, I believe, maybe almost close to 2. So yeah, that was a great find. All right, next was more of a style pickup. The brand is Valentina Naldi, and this is says it's made in Italy, and this is just a really pretty kind of linen and crochet lace duster. I thought this would be great for the season. This is a nice layover piece if you want to go to like a festival or you're on vacation. It's got a little tie in the front here. And then if you can see that, it's got a floral embroidery kind of on the trim there and around the neckline. And the bottom part is just a lace. So I just thought that was pretty boho piece. And the fact that it's linen, I thought this could do pretty well. And this is listed as one size. But I put the measurements in the listing because one size isn't always one size. All right, next we have J. Crew Factory, which I don't typically pick up, but this is a flannel shirt in a slim fit size small. So this is men's, and it's just got that pretty kind of green and blue tartan plaid to it. So J. Crew always sells pretty well, whether it's factory or not, but in flannel, definitely. So I picked that up. Next is another new to me brand. The brand is Huff. And this is actually, after doing my research, I thought it was a men's, but then I realized it is a women's. And I think it's a women's. Yes, because the buttons are on the other side. Anyway, this is a size large, and it's a flannel. Really pretty colors on this, kind of a turquoise blue and then the gold color. Flannel button-down shirt. And these retailed, I don't know, maybe around $70 or $80, and they resell okay. So I thought I didn't know it was going to be 98 cents a piece. I thought I'd pick this up, but this is really cute too because the logo, this is a little pocket back here. So I don't know what you would put back there, but kind of cute. And then next we have this new with tags. This is Penguin Sport. I believe this might also be vintage from doing some research. And this is an extra large, and it's a polo, kind of a golf shirt. And it has the chevron print and kind of a blue and maroon. And again, one pocket there at the chest. So does not have the MSRP on this, but I thought new with tags and like golf season, this would be a great thing to have available in my closet. Next is another new with tags. This is Grand Slam, which is another kind of a golf brand. And typically, again, I wouldn't pick up this brand. It doesn't resell for a whole lot, but this is a brand new reversible vest. This retailed for $50. It's a size large. So you have the fleece on one side, and it's got the pockets here. And then on the other side, I'm not going to turn it over. It's like a windbreaker fabric. And then it also has zip pockets on the front of the windbreaker side. And then it has these little cinch toggles at the waist so you can cinch it closed. But I thought definitely new with tags, I could get maybe, $25 to $30 for that. All right, next we have these Madewell. These are the mid-rise, I think, kick boot. I remember when I listed them. At first I thought the size tag was missing, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to do measurements. So I started doing measurements, and I said, okay, these are about a size 30, and then I found the tag. It says mid-rise kick-out jean size 30. So actually my measurements were pretty good. Anyway, this has a houndstooth print on it, so it's got kind of a greenish and maroon color to it, but I thought these were really cute, and they're in really great condition. They maybe look like they were worn once. Doesn't even have any wash wear on them. So I definitely picked these up. I think these retailed for like $135 or something like that. And the next are these Dickies. I thought these were adorable. They were sold at Urban Outfitters for $79. And these are a wide leg pink pant, or pink jean really, kind of a chino style, has the slip pocket and then the button closure pocket in the back, front side pockets here, and kind of the wider waistband. So I thought these were adorable. And the next, a couple pair of shorts for the men. We have a J. Crew. This is a size 36. So just some plaid cotton shorts that have front pockets and then the back button closure pockets. So kind of a chino style. And again, great for the summer. I'm always trying to get a few more summer pieces. And then I'm going to start focusing on probably fall and winter again soon, since we're already into June. Although I don't know if you live in Wisconsin or wherever you live in the Midwest, it doesn't feel very summery yet. It was warm, then it got cool, then it's been raining. So, it just is what it is. All right, next we have AG, Adriana Goldschmied. These are also a men's short. It's called the Wanderer short, slim trouser. And I believe these are a size 40. Yes, 40 regular. So they're that khaki color. Again, button pockets in the back. It's got the little AG leather, probably faux leather logo, and then pockets in the front. So AG jeans sell pretty well for me in men. So I thought maybe the shorts would do as well. And then next we have INC International Concepts, which I believe is sold at Macy's, which I don't typically pick up, but this is a linen blend tropical print button-down shirt. So I thought this was absolutely adorable. This is a women's. This is a size small. And again, for the season, whether it be spring, summer, or fall, this is a great piece to take on vacation. And the next I have a Lafayette 148 New York. This is a wool and cashmere blend poncho. So I don't know why this was sitting at the bins, but maybe, I don't know if people pick up this brand much anymore, but I still sell this brand for pretty well. This just needed a sweater shave, and actually it came out beautifully. So this almost looks like it's brand new. And it has the big button here. It still has sleeves on it, but it is kind of a poncho. It wraps, and then it's got a little small button up here that attaches as well. So I guess I'm already getting some winter pieces, which, again, when you're at the bins, you kind of just, it is what it is. And I'm not going to leave great pieces behind just because this isn't seasonal. So I guess I'm almost ready for winter already, as you will see in the next several pieces. I have a lot of men's pieces on this haul because the boxes that I had put together were women's. So most of the women's pieces I got went in those boxes. So I have a lot of men's pieces. Next we have Brax, which if you know that brand, it's a pretty good brand. Retails for high and resells pretty well, especially some of their pants that they sell. But this is a wool blend, full zip sweater, cardigan sweater with zip pockets in the front. And I looked this over, like I thought I did pretty well at the bins looking it over because I knew it was wool and I was looking for holes or anything like that. I couldn't find anything. And then I get home and I'm like processing it and measuring it, and I found it's not really a hole as much as it is the seam is kind of stretched right there. So I did note that in the listing, and then I priced accordingly. So hopefully this will still sell. I think someone could go in with a thread and needle and just kind of tack it sew it from the inside just to make sure it doesn't turn into a bigger hole, but we'll see if this sells and for how much. And then next we have another men's. This is J. Crew Factory in an extra large, but this is a wool blend quarter zip sweater. So this is more the lightweight fabric. I think it's wool blend. Yes, wool and acrylic. So again, just a really nice layering piece. You can put a t-shirt underneath here. You could put a button-down shirt. You could wear it for work. You could wear it for a date night. So definitely pick that up. And it's like just a real muted blue color. And next we have another J. Crew Factory. This is a size large. And this is a wool blend crew neck sweater. So kind of that heathered tan colorway to it, and it has the ribbing around the wrists and the hemline. So again, really nice layering piece for work or just a casual day. And then, as you know, I don't pick up a whole lot of kids pieces, but if I find something that's a good brand and unique, I will definitely pick it up. And this one I thought was really cute. This is Zara Girls. Hold on, this is a size 11, 12. And it's like an olive green kind of army style jacket, but it has all this embellishment. So it has sequin pocket. It has some embroidery here with sequins. It says, "I am a hero." And then here it's got a little graphic. It says, "I can keep whatever I want in my magic pocket." It has, that says "alive" on the sleeve. It's hooded. And then in the back, it says, "I am what I am." So it is Sherpa lined, and it's a full zip closure with the snap overlay. So I just thought this was a really cute jacket that some girl would want this. And then last but not least for this haul is this loft. This is a linen blend belted kind of dress, mini dress that has balloon sleeves on it, V-neck design, and the belt was still attached, which again, you know, is a miracle, and it has a back zipper closure. So really cute paisley print on this. I thought this would be great for the summer, and it is lined, so it's not like see-through or anything like that as linen can be sometimes. So I thought this was, you know, loft is not going to sell for a whole lot, but it being a linen blend, it might sell for just a little bit more. All right, then I have just a couple of bonus pieces. These are actually from my closet. And the first is this Mac Studio, which I typically would not pick up, but I bought it for myself during a thrift haul, and it's a size small, but it looked big. And so I was going to wear it, and I did try it on. And by the time there's like a snap here, you snap this closed in the front, it gets a little tight. So it didn't really fit me well. So I'm just going to sell this. It's got smock sleeves. It's kind of a really pretty boho. I thought I better list this now for the summer or the fall. Someone may want that. And then next I bought these for myself as well. The brand is Gilly, G-I-L-I. These are actually a size large, and they really didn't fit me for two reasons. One, I probably shouldn't have bought a large, but I'm always nervous when I order things that a medium is not going to be big enough, especially with an elastic waist. I don't want it to like be too tight. And then the other thing is that they are extremely long. Like I'm 5'8", and these are way too long on me. Even if I had a 4-inch heel, I think they would still be hitting the ground. So I'm going to have to disclose that. This is definitely for a tall girly, but these are really cute, gauzy, wide leg pink pants. So I'm just going to relist these. All right, so moving on to the next bins haul. So this haul, I do know because this was yesterday. When she rang me up, it said I had 38 pounds. And she showed me it was going to be around, I think, $68 or $69. And she's like, "Well, how does that look?" And I'm like, "I don't know, you tell me." And she said, "It seems like a lot." So she gave me a discount. She only charged me $22. So that was more than a 50% off discount. That was like almost 2/3 off, I think. I didn't do the math, but anyway, I got 28 pieces in that haul and my cost of goods was 77 cents. So we're liking that cashier. Oh, first of all, the first haul, I forgot one thing. I did find these Hannah Anderson. These are a boy's corduroy pull-on pants. They're just 100% cotton. They have an elastic waistband with a tie. And then they're a navy blue color, some pockets in the back, just a tiny little bit of washwear around the waistline, but otherwise these are in good condition. So again, another kids piece. Hannah Anderson usually sells pretty well. The size is 110, and I can't remember what that converts to. I think a 5. I think it's a boy's 5. All right, so moving on to the next part of the haul, I'll start with the things on my table since I was just there. I found a couple of bras actually, and if you can find bras in good condition, they usually sell really well. This is Torrid Curve. This is a size 46B, and I'm going to have to look up the style name on this. I think I sold this once before. It's got the little crisscross in the front there, and then obviously the adjustable strap in the back and adjustable straps on the shoulders. So that is one. And then the second bra I found is Cacique, which again is a plus size brand. And this is a 40D. And again, I'll have to look up the style name because I don't see it. I just see the style number. But again, this is an underwire. The other one was not an underwire. This is an underwire bra, padded. It's got the little Cacique ribbon at the front there. And then again, adjustable back closure and adjustable straps. So those are 2 bras that I found. And then the next is, I believe this is a scarf. This is Lululemon. And I just kind of pulled it out and all of a sudden I saw this. So I saw the Lululemon logo. And then at first I thought it was kind of a shawl, which I suppose it could be. I haven't looked this up yet. But this snaps all the way down one side. So my guess is this is one of their kind of scarves. If you know what this is, let me know. But it looks like it's reversible. It is gray on one side. And then, doesn't say on there, gray on one side. And then it has a stripe on the inside that's pink and gray. So once again, I think this is a scarf. But anyway, Lululemon, I picked it up. All right, then a couple pair of jeans. First, I found these Lucky Brand. These are the Brook Straight, and these are a size 10. So they were in really good condition. They don't have any puckering, maybe just a little bit of washwear, but there's no fraying at the hemline. So Lucky Brand, I usually sell for $25 to $28. So I thought I would definitely pick those up. And then last but not least, I have Duluth Trading Company. These are a size 12 by 33. So these look like kind of a carpenter pant or something. It has a little pocket back here. These are in really good condition, kind of a medium wash, and they look to be like a high rise and a straight leg. So pockets in the back. I have some of the Goodwill tags still on here. They wanted $12.99 or $9.99 for these. But anyway, Duluth Trading Company, if it's the right style and a jean or a pant, it definitely sells pretty well. All right, so that's on my table. So moving to the rack, we have, this is a new to me brand, and I looked this up, and hopefully I didn't spend a whole lot of time on comps, but it looked like this was listed for fairly high, and the brand is, I'm going to pronounce it Kukai. So if you know that brand, let me know, but it looked like things were selling fairly high for this brand. And it just looked like a good brand on the, shoot, I thought I had this, the size is on here. It says it's a 38. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that is, maybe a small or a medium. But anyway, it is a longer line, kind of plaid blazer, double-breasted, couple buttons here. And I just thought I thought it was adorable to begin with, but then I saw the brand and it seems like it was a good brand. And it does have a venting slit in the back, but it's still sewn shut. So Goodwill wanted $12.99 for this. They do have it listed as a size small, so I think that's what a 38 is. All right, next we have Loft. And this is a blazer, and the reason why I picked this up is I believe it is a wool blend at the least. Yes, it is a wool blend. This is a size 2, and it's just like super, super soft. So it's got a leopard print colorway on here, and then it has a 1-button collared, and I just thought this was a really nice career piece, especially for the winter. So I went ahead and picked that up. Got some more coats and winter stuff. Next is Banana Republic. This is a size small, and it's like a chevron print, longer line coat. And it has the fur collar, which is not removable. It's just the trim on the collar. And, you know, again, Banana Republic, I will pick up if it's a good, unique piece because it sells for me. This is fully lined, and I thought this was also a wool blend, but let me just check. Yes. 91% wool. So this is a great jacket for the winter, a great coat for the winter. And just a quick story time, speaking of coats. So I found a Burberry coat. I don't know if I'm regretting not picking it up, but it was a men's. It was tweed, definitely wool or wool blend. The problem is when I looked it over, because I was trying to make sure like it was authentic, or I could try to make sure that, you know, it wasn't a fake. It appeared to be real, but it appeared to have been custom made and tailored, but it did have the size. The size was handwritten. I believe it was a 44 regular. But when I was looking at through the lining, there were some tears in the lining at the inside pockets. And then it looked to be that the lining was torn on the inside in other places, but was sewn or repaired. I just felt like there was a lot going on with it that I wasn't sure. I probably still could have gotten like $50 for it, I suppose. But when I was kind of looking at it and through it, it was really heavy. I think it was probably would have been over 5 pounds. So if I would have sold it on Poshmark, I would have had to pay extra shipping. The shipping would have been high, you know, on eBay or whatever. So I left it behind. Let me know if you thought I should have picked that up. I mean, the wasn't terrible. It's just the lining was really kind of messed up in so many places that I just felt like that was, I know you don't see the lining when you're wearing it, and then the fact that it was kind of custom made. So it might have been 44 regular, but then who knows how else it was tailored. But anyway, I left that behind. All right, moving on. I have 2 pair of these Carrots pants, and these are riding pants. So if you've ever seen that brand before, Carrots, Kerits, and these are extra large. And so I'm assuming they're girls. I don't think these are women's extra large because these would barely fit me. But I found 2 pair. I found a navy blue pair and a black pair. And I think I will just go ahead and bundle these together. So if there's a little girl who needs some riding pants, she can have 2 pair. And these sell for pretty well. Whenever you can find riding pants, I would definitely suggest looking them up and seeing if they're worth something. But I could probably get maybe $35 for both of those, maybe even $40. All right, next we have this Orvis. This, I believe, also is a wool or wool blend. Let me check. Yes, this is a wool blend, kind of a quarter button down sweater for men in a pretty orange color. This is a size large. Goodwill wanted $6.99 for this, so my guess is they didn't kind of know what this brand was. Again, Orvis sells high in retail. It resells okay, depending on the piece. So some of the button-down shirts sell pretty well. Some of their fishing gear, they're known for, I think Orvis is a fishing kind of brand, but definitely a wool blend sweater should do pretty well. All right, next we have Talbots. This is a size 2, And, you know, I like my Talbots and my Chicos because they sell pretty well. And this is a really pretty 2-button blazer jacket. It has kind of notching at the wrists here. And I thought this was just a really nice career piece. And yes, and this is 100% wool. So that's the other reason why I picked this up. And Goodwill wanted $18.99 for this. So that's why some of this stuff I think is just not selling and ending up at the bins because they're asking way too much. All right, next is a Free People. This is a size medium, definitely oversized. This may actually be a shirt dress. So I'm going to have to do some research on this, but it's kind of that gauzy fabric, plaid. And again, it's either just a really long tunic type top or it could be a mini dress, but definitely pick that up. This was only $6.99 at Goodwill, which I'm surprised because it's Free People. So, all right, next we have a New with Tags loft dress. This is retailed for $69.99. This was a size small, or is a size small. And I just thought this was a really cute summer dress. It's sleeveless and striped, and then it has this ruching on the side here. So giving it just a little bit of interest. This would be great to wear for just on vacation, maybe for dinner, or maybe even to a wedding. So New with Tag loft, I will typically pick up if it's, you know, kind of a cute style, because it'll sell a little bit better than just regular without, if it's not new. All right, next is Josephine Chauce. And again, I wouldn't typically pick up this brand, but this I saw was silk and cashmere blend. And at first I found the short sleeve kind of sweater, and then all of a sudden I found the cardigan. So I'm going to sell this as a set. This is a size large, and they're both large, both silk and cashmere. So my guess this was a set that somebody had. So I'm not sure how much I can get for this. I know this brand is not cheap. I think it's sold, used to be Boston Store, Carson's, maybe Macy's. I'm not sure. But anyway, so again, I picked it up mainly because of the fabric. And the next we have this J. Crew. This is a long line. Again, this is a wool blend, just like an open cardigan sweater. This needs a heck of a sweater shave. I kind of debated whether or not even to get it, but I have a good sweater shaver, so I think it'll work. It's a size medium, but something like this in J. Crew, and considering the fabric content, this should actually sell for pretty well. And then next we have Soft Surroundings, and don't ask me why I keep picking up Soft Surroundings because it doesn't resell that well, but I thought this one was a pretty substantial piece. This is actually also a size, where's the size on this? I thought this was a larger size. Yes, large, extra large. And this is just a really cozy kind of cardigan sweater. It does have sleeves on it here, but then it has this huge collar, so you can just really collar it up in the front, or you can overlay it and have just like a little panel in the back like that. So I thought this was a really substantial piece from Soft Surroundings, so this might actually sell for pretty well versus maybe just their basic kind of cardigans. All right, next we have LL Bean. I'm not sure why this was still sitting there. This is actually a faux suede jacket. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the size. It's a size medium. And it has, I forgot what the style is of this again. If you know, let me know. But it has the toggle closure in the front. It's got the Sherpa lining, front pockets, and then the Sherpa on the sleeves. This is hooded. Anorak maybe would be the name of the jacket, but it is like a faux suede. And this is in excellent condition. So LL Bean, again, I'm not sure how much this retailed for. My guess would be over 100. But this is in excellent condition. So not sure why someone else didn't pick this up, but I did. All right, just a few more pieces left. If you are still with me, please consider giving this video a like. And then if this is content that you like to see, consider subscribing to my channel and then hitting that notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. And I try to do uploads on Mondays and Thursdays each week, and I've been pretty consistent with that. So, all right, next we have a new with not new with tags. Or was this new with tags? No, this is an Old Navy, which again, I typically would not pick up, but it's a linen jumpsuit, wide legs, probably crop style, and it's a wrap in the front and it has a tie here on the side. Goodwill wanted $9.99 for this. But I thought with it being linen that for an Old Navy piece, this should probably still sell pretty well. All right, next we have C&C California. These are a size large, and these are a lyocell or 100% lyocell pants, which I know people love these pants. They're kind of a jogger style. They have that defined ankle again. They're just a pull on with a tie, and then they have front pockets here and back pockets. I need to steam everything. I haven't done that yet, but it's got a pretty tropical print. So I thought for the summer vacation, this would be a great pair of pants that someone may like to have. And then next are these Ann Taylor. These are a size 8. These are just like a wide leg trouser pant. And I've been selling trouser pants a lot lately. So wide leg or flare or boot cut pant in all different kinds of brands. Ann Taylor is a good brand. So I thought I would definitely pick these up. Goodwill wanted $6.99 for these, but just a really nice career pant. All right, next we have Lole, which is an activewear brand. You've probably seen the tag. And I believe this is, I want to say like a European brand, but I'm not positive. And these are a size 2XL, and they're just a jogger style activewear pant. There's a lint on there. And I picked them up mainly for the size, but also this is not a cheap brand. Retail, it doesn't resell for a whole lot. I'm not even sure they make this brand anymore, but the logo was really good in the back. There was no cracking. It has a tie at the waist. So just in terms of a athleisure or activewear kind of pant, I thought this would be good to have in my closet. Goodwill wanted $6.99 for these. All right, 2 more pieces. Next we have these Ted Baker. These are just a men's chino short. So they're kind of in a pink salmon color. They have the back button closure pockets. I haven't buttoned them yet. I have to look up the size. Well, it's going to take me a while to find the size, I think. There's a bunch of tags in here. All right, I'm not seeing it off the bat, so I won't spend any more time on that. But anyway, so Goodwill only wanted $4.99 for these, so they must not realize what Ted Baker is. And although Ted Baker doesn't resell for as much as it used to, I still should be able to get, you know, I would think maybe $30 for these, $25 to $30. So they're in good condition. So I thought I would pick them up. And then last but not least, we have these BDG really thick corduroy wide leg pants. And these are a size 30. So just a really pretty brown color, wide leg pant. Hopefully by the fall, corduroy's still in. I know corduroy kind of made a comeback this last season, but I just thought these were really adorable. And I think the wide leg pants, I hear skinny jeans are coming back, but I think wide leg is here to stay for a little while. So I went ahead and picked these up. All right, so that is my 2 times bins haul for this last week. And let me know if there's anything that I picked up that surprised you or something that you thought was kind of the best piece of the bunch. My strategy always when I go to the bins is to find 1 or 2 pieces that will pay for the entire haul. Fortunately, My haul was not that much because of the discounts that I received. So with the sale of the two source to sell boxes that I put together, and then maybe literally one of these pieces, I think that's going to pay for the entire haul, and then the rest is kind of gravy. I also do 90-day updates for my bins hauls and any other thrifting that I do or unboxings. And so I will come back in about 90 days and let you know how I did on this haul. So if you're interested in seeing that, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much again for joining me today. I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.